Hey guys, it's Jake G33, bringing another one of my paranormal stories. Of course, my stories are always true, they're always genuine, so please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. Hop into this. Did just try to record this once and unfortunately it just didn't go through, so trying this over again. um, these two stories. Are two stories of which I believe I was in the presence of a demon. Of course, these are stories that are away from the Ouija board experiences because you never know when you're in the presence of a demon there, except for um, plenty of times it did the figure eight or infinity sign, and whenever it does that, they say that that's the presence of a demon, and you need to just say goodbye and be done with it. Which that happened a lot. Um, so again, stay away from Ouija boards. Nonetheless, so the first instance is of whenever me and my wife, which at the time was girlfriend, lived over in Centralia, Illinois. Now, when we were over there, uh, there was one morning where it was a good snow, and I really like to go out in the snow and just look at all the smooth surfaces that are out there. It's pretty great. So that morning I got out and I'm looking around, and I ended up seeing something that didn't make a whole lot of sense. It threw me. So I went in and I got my wife, at the time girlfriend, got her outside, and I was like, okay, I know that you hate this, I hate the cold and all this, but I need you to see something. This is weird. And I brought her out to these two tracks, and I was like, tell me what you see here. What does this look like to you? And she looks at them and she's like, they look like deer hoof prints. And I'm like, that's exactly what they look like. And the big thing about it, deer hoof prints. So these deer hoof prints, there was only two of them between two trees, and these trees were pretty spaced apart. And the only way that I could reach my one leg from one track to another track is by almost doing the splits. I'm 6'2". Being able to go that far away didn't make a whole lot of sense. And like I said, there was only two of them. There wasn't four, so it wasn't a deer. And I know that rabbits actually, their prints look like a deer hoof print because their two back legs wind up pushing down into the ground and it looks like a hoof print. But again, there was only two of them, and it looked like whatever it was had come down from one tree, took one step, took another step, and then climbed up into another tree. And I don't know how to explain that. If anybody has anything on that, please let me know. It was weird. It was one of those things where I was like, either this is a cryptid that people haven't seen, or it's a demon. The demons can have all kinds of different feet, and I've heard of some that have deer hoof prints. It's a thing. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think on that one. The next story, though, is a little more paranormal. So, it me and my wife, we lived over at what we called the man cave, and the man cave, it's like this one bedroom apartment thing shack. Okay, it's a pole barn type deal. We were living out there until we ended up finding a new place to go and live and all this, right? So we're out there one night, and so this, like I said, one bedroom. So it's literally like our bed is up against the wall, and then the door to go in and out is at the end of the bed. And then there's just a little bitty living area, and then like a kitchen and a bathroom and all this stuff. Um, so one night we're sleeping, and then we start to hear just boom, 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 boom. Someone was at our door, smashing the door so hard that it's like the entire place was shaking. It was so jarring that me and my wife both woke up immediately and was like, holy crap. Like, and I got up and ran to that door as soon as I could, because it seemed like someone was either hurt or something very serious had happened at this point. Now, got up, ran to that door, and opened it up, and there's nobody there. And I mean, it was smacking on that door up until I grabbed hold and started to open it up, and then it like stopped. And I open it up and I'm looking, and I look to one side, look to the other side, and there's nobody around. Nowhere. And I just look over at her and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And she just says, close the door and lock it. Closed the door, locked it up, and went back and laid back in bed and was just like, that just fucking happened. Now, one thing I didn't tell my wife, because this was something that was pretty weird, is that the moment I opened that door up, I felt something that was strange. It felt like a burning sensation across my side here, and I didn't look at it at the time because I felt it, but I didn't say anything about it. And then the next day, whenever I got up and looked at my side, it scratched me. Something, whatever it was, I feel like whenever I opened that door up, it looked like 2 claw marks had scratched right down me. And it had a little bit of blood, but not a whole lot. It was an interesting moment to find that, and once I saw it, I was like, okay, yep, that's not good. But at the same time, I don't think anything has really happened since that time to that extent that makes me worry that like it continued to torment me or anything like that. Tell me, what do you guys think? It was interesting experiences. Another thing that is interesting is that I actually have a picture of that man cave where my father-in-law, he set up a trail cam, and it caught some it hit with like the motion detector, and it ended up taking a picture of what looks like a ghost on the outside of that man cave, which I'll give that to you guys on the channel. It's pretty interesting. But guys, like, subscribe, comment. This is my story. You guys have a good one.